नमस्कार दर्शकवृन्द आज यो कार्यक्रम हेलो अमेरिकाको अर्को एपिसोड नयाँ एपिसोडमा यहाँहरू सबैलाई स्वागत छ। यहाँहरूलाई थाहा छँदैछ हामी हरेक एपिसोडमा नयाँ नयाँ गेस्टहरूलाई हाम्रो स्टुडियोमा बोलाएर केही भलाकुसारी गर्ने गर्छौँ। आजको लागि भने मैले एकजना भर्खरै मिस नेपाल 2023 नर्थ अमेरिका मिस नेपाल नर्थ अमेरिका 2023 की ताज पहिरेकी जुबली शेर्पालाई हाम्रो स्टुडियोमा बोलाएको छु।
So thankful सबैजनाको सपोर्ट पाएर अनि जजेसहरूले पनि they found something in me and I'm so thankful। सबैजना मेरो नाम जुबिली शेर्पा हो। म यो वर्षको मिस नेपाल नर्थ अमेरिका 2023 भयो। यसै कारणले म तपाईहरुलाई सबजनाले थ्यांक यू भन्न चाहन्छु। तपाईहरुको सहयोग तपाईहरुको मायाले गरेर म जित्ने पाएँ। And I also want to say that me being able to win this was not only meaning that I was accepted to represent the Nepali population, but also that I can represent the Nepali population living in North America. I also want to say that I'm planning to come to Nepal soon, hopefully before January, so maybe in the next couple of months. And फेरि धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद भन्न चाहन्छु। Thank you.
जुबली स्वागत छ यहाँलाई।
Thank you.
How is everything going on?
Everything's going great. It's just very busy these days.
Yeah.
Yes.
So केमा चाहिँ बिजी भइराखेको छ लाइफ?
धेरै जस्तो इभेन्ट्सहरुमा अनि इन्टरभ्युजहरु
मा बिजी भइराखेको छ है। So how you feeling after winning the crown of Miss Nepal North America 2023?
I'm feeling
How you feeling?
I'm feeling so great. I'm so honored that I was able to win because mo jiteko it means that not only the Nepali community has accepted me but that the Nepali community in North America has also accepted me. So I feel very honored and so thankful.
Yeah. So for you, what is the beauty pageant or what is the beauty pageant competition?
I believe that the beauty pageant competition is, I mean, in the name there's beauty. So I feel that the beauty pageant competition is not limited to only beauty, but we have to go through a lot of training. We have to go through questioning. We have to do question answers. We have to prepare a lot just for the question answer round. And we're not even sure of what the topic is. So we need to really learn and study on all different topics just to be prepared. So I feel that beauty pageant goes way beyond just beauty. It also goes into education, goes into learning. I feel that it's so much more.
So yeah, I mean, a lot of people or some people they think like beauty pageant means like you have to be outer beautiful or your face beautiful or you have to be like certain height. Not only those, right?
No, definitely not.
So अब यो कार्यक्रममा अब भाग लिनुपर्छ भनेर चाहिँ प्यारेन्ट्स को फोर्स हो कि आफ्नै अब रहर थियो कि अथवा यो कार्यक्रममा चाहिँ म भाग लिएर म विनर बनेर के गर्छु भन्ने सपनाहरू अथवा कस्तो थियो?
यो कार्यक्रममा चाहिँ मैले खास गरी कसरी थाहा पाएँ भने चाहिँ मेरो एउटा आन्टीले भन्नुभएको थियो। अनि आन्टीले मेरो पापा मम्मीहरूले पनि भन्नुभएको थियो छोरी यस्तोमा इन्ट्रेस्ट हुन्छ कि यस्तोमा म पहिला गरेको छैन नि त यो मेरो फर्स्ट प्याजेन्ट हो।
ओके।
एन्ड सो आई फेल्ट दैट म प्याजेन्टमा हुने बेला चाहिँ म नै जित्छु जस्तो चाहिँ थिएन तर म डेफिनेटली हार्छु चाहिँ थिएन। आई जस्ट वान्टेड टु मेक श्योर म मेरो आफ्नो बेस्ट ट्राई गर्दै थियो एन्ड आई जस्ट वान्टेड टु गो अल इन on the pageant.
Okay, tell me about your like what you were doing before this हुन्छ नि स्टडी अथवा के छ आफ्नो ब्याकग्राउन्ड अलिकति?
मेरो ब्याकग्राउन्ड चाहिँ आई एम अ कलेज स्टुडेन्ट राइट नाउ इन न्युयोर्क सिटी अनि मेरो मेजर इज पोलिटिकल साइन्स फरेन अफेयर्स अनि मेरो करियर चोइस भने चाहिँ आई वान्ट टु गो इन्टु डिप्लोमेसी बिकज आई वान्ट टु रिप्रेजेन्ट नेपाल एज अ डिप्लोमेट अनि बिफोर द प्याजेन्ट म काम गर्दै थियो अब समर ब्रेक भएर पनि समर भेकेसनमा क्लासेसहरू त लिएको थिएन जस्ट काम गर्दै थियो।
So where were you born?
I was born in Nepal.
Oh, in Kathmandu or? Oh, so what about your family? Where they are from? Just.
My family, my mom is from Solu and my dad is from Kumchong. So they're from the Solukhumbu district, which is Nepalko Gautira, and it's just by the Everest base camp. So as हामी शेर्पाहरु भइरहँदा we are all around Everest. मेरो गाउँ चाहिँ खुम्जुङ नै हो।
Oh, so have you ever been there?
Yes.
Oh, you've been there?
हजुर, धेरै young हुने बेला।
Oh, how old you were?
I think I was maybe 7.
Oh, so do you have any memory of that or?
Yes, just हामी ट्रेकिङ गरेर गएको थियौँ नि त very long route but it was very nice. मलाई याद छ हामी बस्दै अनि कौवाहरू हुन्छ नि त कौवाले यस्तो वाइ वाइ चोर्दै बस्दै
Okay, so after that you haven't been there.
No, म यता चाहिँ 2011 मा मुभ भएको थियो 12 वर्ष अगाडि and I haven't been back to Nepal since I moved here, so it's been 12 years.
So how long have you been in Nepal? I mean, how old you were when you moved here?
In Nepal I was born there and I stayed there until I was 8. अनि 8 वर्ष चाहिँ यहाँ मुभ भएको.
Oh, when you were 8 years. So I mean, धेरै कुरा थाहा छैन होला नेपालको विषयमा. के थाहा छ नेपालको विषयमा? जुबलीलाई? मलाई
त्यति थाहा छैन. I mean, recent current events चाहिँ त्यति थाहा छैन. त्यति knowledge पनि छैन. म social media पनि त्यति चलाउँथेन पहिला. अब चाहिँ I want to have knowledge in it. अनि जसरी हाम्रो भर्खर pageant भएको थियो नि त. अनि त्यति बेला उहाँहरूले भनेको थियो अलि politics को बारे पनि पढ. Just giving us like a little vague view of the question. हामीले त्यो practice questions हरू हुन्छ नि त घरमा हुने बेला. And so that's when I realized that नेपालको बारे अलि पढ्ने पर्छ. I need to sharpen my knowledge.
So what did you learn? What did you learn about politics of Nepal?
I learned that Nepali politics is way more corrupt than I thought it was. At first, I of course saw it. सुनसान त मान्छेले भन्छ धेरै खराब छ तर I didn't know the extent of it. And so मैले स्टडी गरेको थियो अनि मैले अलि पढेको थियो अब म पोलिटिकल साइन्स स्टुडेन्ट भएर पनि अलि सिक्नु पर्यो नि त नेपालको बारे. And so I just learned that it was way more of an extent than I thought.
Yeah, and then how you feel, I mean, after that?
I am actually kind of glad that in my top 5 question, it was a political question. So I got to bring some attention to the fact that Nepali politics is very corrupt. And so I was kind of thankful that I did learn and I did study on Nepali politics so that I could bring attention to it. And I feel really just, it's not a good feeling knowing that your country, about afne, like, you know, home country is politically corrupt. It's just like they deserve more. They don't deserve to be in a country that has political games, that has political agendas. So I just feel that we should definitely work on that.
Wow, yeah, awesome. As being like you know, young or youth, you know, I mean, this kind of ethical level go understanding politics, which is awesome. So how much knowledge you have about American politics?
American politics, so I actually first started off wanting to become a law student. So I learned more about law and I learned about, of course, like Confederation, the Constitution. So I wasn't very well aware about the current politics, because currently since I am learning more about international politics, foreign affairs, so American politics, I'm okay with it. I'm not bad with it. It's just I started off wanting to learn law. So I kind of just started learning more about politics.
All right, so go for international politics. Go for international politics. Tell something about, you know, to people. I mean, to as your best they understand.
So for international politics, there's a lot of international laws that apply. I actually wrote a foreign policy brief for the UN, and that's where I spoke about issues where the countries can actually stop if they have issues with each other, and if the two countries are involved in one kind of disparity, I feel that the countries can put aside their issue just to make sure that the citizens have what they need, even though they have self-conflict within them. So I feel that in international law or international politics, it's always good to remember to put the needs of the citizens before the needs of the countries. So I feel even if two countries have conflicts, that they should always put their citizens' needs over it.
So how many percentage of youth involved globally in politics in your knowledge, best knowledge?
So I'm not sure of the exact percentage, but I'm very proud to say that I know for sure that a lot of more youth has been getting involved as compared to before, because I feel that youth does not know we are the strongest political group there. Because if you think about it, a lot of adults, if you'd say, a lot of adults have maybe down payments to their houses, they have property, and according to the politics, according to how the law is made, according to how the political agenda goes, it will affect the adults. But youth does not own property, youth does not have really anything to them. So it's like even if the law is changed or even if a law is made, it doesn't mean that it will affect the youth, because youth has nothing tying them to the political situation. So I feel that's what makes the youth most important political group right now.
Okay. So what do you suggest, like, as a being a youth, as a being a Miss Nepal North America winner, to encourage youth all over the world to involve in politics? How you tell them to, how you invite, or ask them to involve?
Yes, I tell them just what I said right now about how youth doesn't have property, or not even property. It's like youth does not have anything tying them to the current political situation that will impact them as much as an adult would be impacted. So right now, while we are free of those restraints, while we are free of strings attached, I feel that it's most important that youth get involved in political situations and the political climate. I would encourage them to, at least, even if they don't take part in it, to be knowledgeable in it, to learn even something, just not only to protect themselves, but to be aware of the political situation around them.
So some people, they describe like political is a dirty game, right? Have you ever heard that?
Definitely.
So what do you want to say about that?
I want to say that that's not entirely wrong, but it's also not entirely right. I feel that political ways, a political agenda can be bad, but political power does not only limit itself to good or bad. Political power has helped us achieve so much. I can give an example of Gandhi. Gandhi, he used his political power in a way to do peaceful protests, just as in India when they did peaceful protests for salt against the British Empire. That's a very, very powerful political move, and that was not something that was bad. It was something that helped them to move on as a society, and it was something that helped the Indian society move forward from the British control.
Cool.
So I feel that even though political is seen to be in a bad light, that there's definitely a lot of advantages that can be taken.
Wow, I mean, actually, I haven't thought, you have this good knowledge about politics, but I know, as you said, you're studying here as a political science, right? So it's very wonderful, Jubilee. I feel so good. The youth or youngster, they're involving, and they're trying to understand or learn stuff like that. So, what was the last question that you won that made you won the crown of Miss Nepal North America 2023?
The last question is, if you could change one law or create one law in Nepal, what would it be and why?
So what was the answer again?
My answer is that I would create the law of having a direct voting system. And so I said that because right now the Nepali voting system is the same as American, which is electoral votes.
Yes.
Which each side, or each province has a representative. And that's how there's corruption in Nepal, because the representatives are ruling in favor of those that will help them, that will move forward. So with a direct voting system, or here it's called popular vote, a direct voting system would encourage the people. Because right now I feel that Nepali citizens feel, even if they do raise a voice, there's not much they can do with the political atmosphere to really get their voice out there. So with a direct voting system, it's whoever wins. Whoever gets the citizens' vote wins. And I feel that that's the best right now.
So is it like, what do you think, is it possible by like Nepal's the condition, like we have a lot of remote area and we don't have enough electricity or like technology, stuff like that. When is that possible, you think?
I feel that that's very difficult, and I feel that especially for those remote areas, we need to count on the people that are not remote. We need to help them first raise a voice, and only then will we see change. Because remote areas, they're definitely not forgotten, but they're not very involved. And that's not by their choice, but that's sometimes their circumstance. So I feel that remote areas can rely on people that are not remote to really push the agenda and to push forward, and then will we see a change that will also help the remote areas.
So what are the awesome, nice, I like this all. And then what are the couple best things you learn while you're doing like Miss Nepal 2023?
So first, I'm actually very excited to say this. First, I want to say that the contestants in the house actually taught me to really just help each other in a way that, I mean, we are contestants. At the end of the day, we're competing against each other, and there will only be one winner. But I remember what stuck out to me was that the contestants, rather than they were like helping each other. They were saying like, oh, they were not trying to put each other down, but they were saying that they should win equally. They shouldn't win by like putting someone else down. We should all be at our best while we do compete. So that's definitely what I learned, and I just thought that was such a beautiful lesson, and I didn't even think that it could get there, but I was just very pleasantly surprised.
Oh yeah, so this is good, right?
Yes.
So I should not might not ask you these questions, but I have to because some people need to know that also. Miss Nepal North America, I think 2022, there were not only women, some transgender were involved also. Have you heard that?
Yes, I did.
So what do you want to say about that thing?
I want to say that because it is a beauty pageant, it doesn't mean that it's only inclusive to women or born women. I feel that as long as whoever the winner is, they do right by their title, whether it is a transgender, whether it is a natural born woman, I feel that as long as they're really pushing forward themselves, pushing forward their community, whoever won, I feel it would have been fine. As long as, because there's nothing that says a beauty pageant winner must be a woman or a natural born woman.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel that whoever the winner would have been or could have been, as long as they really did try their best and they really just did their best to move forward, then I feel that there's no big difference as opposed to
Oh, okay. I don't know. Yeah, it's where I know this is very rare. I mean, thing that I know. That's why I'm asking you. Don't go like
No worries.
negative or anything.
No.
I'm not. I respect all the genders, and then everything about it. So, how you okay? So how you push a youngster to involve? How you tell them to involve like this kind of beauty pageant thing, stuff like that?
So how I would do them now, how I would push them is I would let them know of the opportunities that do await them, whether they win or not. Even just me as a contestant, I was able to make so many connections. I was able to meet so many big names that really did make me feel like what I'm doing right now is a good way to not only make connections but to really network. So even if your goal is to not win, even as a participant, even as a contestant, you will get benefits. So winning is not all, it's just what connections you make during the way. Because even if a winner did win, but let's say a contestant that didn't win was able to know a lot of more people at the end of the day, they were able to make more connections than the winner, then there's definitely a disadvantage in that.
How is your parents feeling after you winning this contest?
My parents are feeling very proud. I remember my family would say, like, my dad always told people that I'd win Miss Nepal or something. So they're feeling very proud. My whole family is feeling, well, it's really a win for my community as a general, our Sherpa community. So I'm just getting so much love and support from them. I'm very thankful, very grateful for it.
Yeah. So they said, I think you're gonna participate to Miss Nepal in Nepal also, right? Also, what was your terms and condition or stuff like that?
Yes, so the terms and conditions is whoever wins Miss Nepal North America, they'll get a direct entry to Miss Nepal 2024, which I am still thinking about because we did speak with them, and the only concern is my height requirement. And not only that, but the training for Miss Nepal is 2 months, and I'm just worried about missing my education, missing my studies, because I'll have to be in Nepal for that. Even though I believe that pageant is just beautiful, it's just such an uplifting pageant. I feel that there may be something that will hold me back from it, but I will definitely try my best.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, so your time, we have a really busy schedule in America, right? So what do you think, like what is different between Miss Nepal in the US and then Nepal? What is the difference?
I feel that there's not much of a difference. The only difference I'd say is that since Miss Nepal North America is an international pageant, it's more involved in American, and I feel that the Nepali community in North America, by the winner, we'd have to help the community that is in North America. But I mean, either way, it is Miss Nepal in the beginning. The title is beginning is will still have the word Nepal in it, so it'll always trace back to our home country. And so as long as, even if Miss Nepal wants to come to North America and make a change, I believe that it's definitely the same, vice versa. So I don't see much of a difference, just pushing each other and uplifting each other. That's what I believe.
So how important to be outer beauty, outer looks have to be beauty to win this contest?
I don't think that outer beauty is I mean, for this competition, I feel that it may be somewhat important because of a stigma, especially in Nepali culture, that like, यो केटीले कसरी जित्यो राम्रै नै छैन भने त it's not going to look good for the public. So I definitely feel that in beauty pageants, when it is kind of a narrow atmosphere, it's not very broad, it's not very accepted. When someone that's not as appealing wins, I feel that that's definitely taken into account. It's definitely like, will the public agree with this? Because if the public does not agree, then I mean the title, it's not like worthless, but it's more like not as good. But even without the outer beauty, I feel that at the end of the day, the way you speak, if your answer is very good in comparison to someone whose answer is not, but they still win, I don't think the public would be quiet about that either. I think the public would definitely say something about it, and I don't think outer beauty is everything for this pageant.
Okay. So in your opinion or in your best knowledge, यो संसारमा चाहिँ राम्रा कुराहरू प्रगति हुन्छ नि चाहिँ के कुराहरू भइराखेको छ अनि अब नराम्रो कुराहरू चाहिँ हुन्छ नि बढाउनु पर्ने अथवा प्रोत्साहन दिनुपर्ने सपोर्ट गर्नुपर्ने कुराहरू चाहिँ व्हाट आर द थिङ एन्ड देन फेरि त्यो नराम्रो कुराहरू चाहिँ के भइरहेको जस्तो लाग्छ यो संसारमा अहिलेको यो ग्लोबल भिलेजमा
Global village, so I feel that अहिले नराम्रो कुरा धेरै भनेको चाहिँ there's a lot of stigma in, I'm sorry, do you mean like beauty pageants in general or just
no world your knowledge in यो संसारमा कस्तो खालको चाहिँ अब यो संसारमा राम्रा कुराहरू के देखेको छ एज अ युथ हैन अनि नराम्रो कुराहरू चाहिँ के हुँदैछ जस्तो लाग्छ अहिले
So as a youth, I'd say संसारमा राम्रो कुरा भनेको चाहिँ youthलाई धेरै uplift गर्दैछ, youthलाई धेरै अगाडि बढाउने try गर्दैछ. I can definitely see the motive, I can see the support from all the adults all around the world to really push forward the youth. And I feel that अहिले, especially in the social media ko zamana, youth have a big voice. Youth are well in using social media in comparison to adults. So I feel the youth definitely take that to their advantage, which is a good thing. And संसारमा I definitely say climate change, global warming, that's a very big issue, especially for us Nepalis. We have Mount Everest in our home. So I feel that that's a very, very big issue that we need to take a raise on, that we need to take a point on. And yes.
Alright. Ani, aba, if you get a chance to go to Miss World directly, हैन जसरी Miss Nepal जान्छ Miss World मा participate हुन हैन so would you go for that or not?
I would definitely see if my schedule works because like I said, you're my first beauty pageant on, so I don't have much of a drive to go to other pageants. I feel that my education, and I really just want to put all in my education. If that gets in the way of my studies, then I think I'll have second concerns about it. But Miss World is definitely, wow, like I would love to be involved in it. Yeah.
Okay, so you Miss Nepal 2020 North America 2023 मा चाहिँ क्यानाडाबाट पनि पार्टिसिपेट हुनुहुन्थ्यो
हजुर थियो उहाँ जित्नु भएको नि थर्ड विनर
थर्ड विनर फ्रम क्यानाडा
सेकेन्ड रनर अप हजुर
ओके अनि यो अमेरिकाको विभिन्न राज्यहरूबाट हैन
हजुर
अरु बाहिरबाट कोही थियो अरु अन्य कन्ट्रीबाट
नो अमेरिकाबाट थियो क्यानाडाबाट थियो अनि हजुर
नर्थ अमेरिका right? Okay, awesome. Glad to know. And as a being youth, you grow up here. You're born in Nepal, but you grow up here, especially in neighborhood of Jackson Heights, right? So how is the situation? How is the everything of Nepali people in this area? I mean, Jackson Heights.
So I feel that the Jackson Heights, the Nepali population is so surprising because अस्ति न मेरो आई आउनुभएको थियो माई दिदी आउनुभएको थियो नेपालबाट एन्ड वी took her to Jackson Heights and she was like भर्खर नेपालबाट आएको नेपाल जस्तो ठाउँमा फेरि ल्यायो. So I feel that the Nepalis living in Jackson Heights are not only making up for the Nepali population in North America or in New York, but they're really making a difference. And our Sherpa community pani cha Jackson Heights mai.
It's huge.
Yes, it is. We're still participating in our Sherpa culture. It's kind of like हामी विदेशमा अगाडि बढाउँदैछ शेर्पा कल्चर एन्ड नट ओन्ली द्याट बट लाइक नेपालीहरू अगाडि नै बढाउँदैछ नि. सो आई फिल इट्स भेरी ग्रेट टु हेभ सच अ बिग पपुलेसन हियर.
कस्तो लाग्छ अनि धेरै मान्छेहरू चाहिँ फेरि अमेरिकामा गएर पनि किन नेपालकै कुरा गर्नु पर्यो, नेपालकै चिन्ता गर्नु पर्यो, नेपालकै कल्चर संस्कार संस्कृतिलाई प्रवर्धन गर्नु पर्यो भनेर कति मान्छेहरूले भन्छन्. त्यस्तो भए नेपाल नै आइजन भन्छन् नि. व्हाट डु हैव आन्सर फर देम?
So I want to say that मैले अघि भर्खरै भनेको थियो about the remote people. So we can just say that Nepal is a remote country while हामी नेपाली विदेशमा हुने बेला it's like Nepal is a remote country because we're not there. So अब नेपाल भित्रबाटै अगाडि बढ्न of course सक्छ तर बाहिर गएर you can raise a voice. Really international platformमा it's a much better way to raise a voice. I'm not saying that नेपालबाट गर्न मिल्दैन तर internationally it's just different हैन. अब नेपालबाट जति गरे पनि इन्टरनेसनल गरे भने त यु गेट मोर अफ एन अडियन्स. अनि यहाँ स्पेसली न्युयोर्कमा सबै थरीको मान्छेहरू हुन्छ नि त, नेपालीहरू मात्र हुँदैन, बाहिर देशको हुन्छ, अब कहिले कोरियन हुन्छ, स्पेनिसहरू हुन्छ. अब दे रियली गेट अ चान्स टु लर्न अबाउट द नेपाली कल्चर वाइल लिभिङ इन विदेश.
ओके. अब यत्रो अब 8 वर्षदेखि अब अमेरिका आएर न्युयोर्कमा बसेर होइन, डेफिनेटली अब अभियसली अरू ठाउँ पनि यताउता घुम्यो होला होइन. कस्तो लाग्छ अमेरिकाको विषयमा चाहिँ राम्रा कुराहरू चाहिँ के छन् जस्तो लाग्छ यहाँ?
अमेरिकामा राम्रो कुरा भने चाहिँ बत्ती जान्दैन तर साँच्चै भने चाहिँ अमेरिकाको राम्रो कुरा इज मैले भर्खर भनेको जस्तो नेटवर्क भन्दा पनि धेरै थरीको मान्छेहरू हुन्छ यता. एन्ड इट्स लाइक यु रियली गेट टु लर्न विथ एक्सपिरियन्स. अब नेपालमा हुने बेला जति पढे पनि यस्तो मान्छे यहाँको मान्छेहरू यस्तो हुन्छ, उनीहरूको कल्चर यस्तो हुन्छ, तर when you come here and you feel it and you experience it with them, it's like totally different. It's just another way to really move on and to really just educate yourself about their culture. So I feel that in America there's so much opportunity to not only meet people out of the Nepali atmosphere but just to learn about the other people.
त्यो सो अब यो अहिले हामी अमेरिका नेपाल दुईतिरै कुरा गरिरहेका छौँ होइन. यो खास पोलिटिकल बोर्डर हुन्छ नि, यो राजनीतिक बोर्डर होइन, सीमा यसले छुट्याएको अब हामी होइन नेपाल इन्डिया चाइना भनेर छुट्याएको छ होइन. यदि यस्तो बोर्डरहरू हुँदैन थियो भने कतिको इम्पोर्टेन्ट छ? ग्लोबल भिलेज हुनु जरुरी अथवा ग्लोबल करेन्सी हुनु जरुरी छ कि त्यो बोर्डरहरूले पनि ठिकै गरेको छ? के लाग्छ?
I think that borderहरू भएर चाहिँ we really got to know ourselves as a country because border हुने बेला चाहिँ अलि एउटा डिस्टिङ्ग्विस हुन्छ नि त. लाइक यसमा यो डिफ्रेन्ट छ किनकि उनीहरूको करेन्सी यो युज गर्छ, अब यो करेन्सीले यो किन्छ त्यो किन्छ. सो इट्स लाइक विथ आवर करेन्सी इट सोज आवर कल्चर because when we get the currency reports back or what the public or what the citizens of the country has spent their currency on, we're able to see the culture. अब नेपालीहरूको पैसा केमा जान्छ, के किन्छ धेरै, चाइनिजहरूको पैसा केमा जान्छ, के किन्छ, we're able to distinguish ourselves and our countries. But I feel that global currency is definitely something very important because the currency exchange rate is just really crazy, especially in comparison to the US dollar because the US dollar is the strongest currency currently. So I feel that a global currency would be very good because it will not only benefit the US economy but it will benefit the entire countries, like all the countries globally. Because right now the US economy is gaining a lot of benefits because most of the countries for international trading they use the US economy, the USD. So I feel that with a global economy or global currency, it will just benefit all of us in general. So I feel that that's a very good idea, but I think that would be very difficult to achieve.
Have you ever heard about the blockchain technology?
I'm sorry?
Have you ever heard about the blockchain technology like cryptocurrency, Bitcoin and stuff like that? So, what do you say, like in your best knowledge about that? That's gonna be implement all over the world in future, or that's gonna work, or we should need a paper money, stuff like that. What do you think?
I'm not really sure how cryptocurrency works, so I don't know if I can answer that completely, but I will say that paper money is definitely very important. We can't just assume that everyone will be accessible to electronics. Not everyone will have phones that they'll be able to keep cryptocurrency. So I feel that paper money, even though it's a very old tactic, it will always remain, because that is the culture, that is the history. And even though we are moving forward, there's still people and there's still areas that may never get access to technology. So I feel that paper money is very, very important for global.
Awesome answer. You know, the people are like, you know, their competition. They have a very big competition to, like, इन्डियाले भर्खरै मुनमा चाहिँ उनीहरूको रकेट पठायो हैन, भारतले चौथो देश बन्यो हैन, यस्तो खालको। अब तर त्यहाँ चाहिँ अब $1 बिलियन खर्च भयो क्या हैन। सो धेरै मान्छेहरू चाहिँ गरिब दुखीहरूले हैन, अन्डर प्रिभिलेज मान्छेहरूले चाहिँ खान लाउनु पाएको छैन। अब त्यत्रो रकेट प्रक्षेपण गर्दाखेरि अरबौं करोडौं डलर खर्च भयो हैन, लाखौं डलर खर्च भयो। यो नगरेको भए हुन्थ्यो भनेर भन्छन् हैन। What do you think about that?
So I think that though India sent a rocket, it is true उनीहरूको खर्च पनि it could have been spent in different ways. तर त्यो खर्चले गरेर I'm sure that they got even more money, or they even broke even. I feel that त्यो खर्चले गरेर they got the attention, and they really just got worldwide attention, which brought in more money, which brought in more of an audience. So I feel that त्यो खर्च गरेर पनि it was kind of like a way to just make more money, or it was kind of a way to gain audience and gain people's attention, that they were able to make profit off of sending the rocket. So I feel that though it could have been used in better ways, it was used in a way that will make them more profit and will bring more money in. Then it was spent to do that.
Okay. Again, मान्छेहरू चाहिँ मार्समा, अब जुपिटरमा, अनि अब मुनमा पानी खोजिरहेको छ हैन, अब बस्ती बसाउने एउटा प्लान खोजिरहेको छ हैन, and they're spending a lot of money for that है। अनि एक थरी मान्छे चाहिँ के भन्छ भने, again, hungerness is all over the world हैन। सो त्यो पैसा चाहिँ यता खर्च गर्दाखेरि बेटर हुन्थ्यो कि अथवा इन्भेन्सनमै खर्च गर्दा ठिक लाग्छ? के लाग्छ एज अ बिङ युथ or studying political science?
I would say that it depends on the invention. Of moonma pani payo bhane, what kind of benefits would we receive? I'm not fully sure about that, but what kind of benefits would we receive? Of moonma pani payo, maybe we'll have pani forever, no? Maybe हामी पानीको चिन्ता हुन्थेन, maybe त्यहाँबाट पानी आएर सबजनालाई हुन्थ्यो. So I feel that, but at the same time I feel that त्यो खर्च, if you gave it to the people that were in need of it, मान्छेहरूले एकचोटि दियो भने त पुग्दैन नि त, दिएर बस्ने पर्ने नि त, एकचोटि पानी खुवाइदियो अनि त्यतिकै छोड्यो भने त त्यस्तो हुँदैन नि त. So they'd have to continuously give the water. So it would be like the money they spent on that, it may have gone over if they were supplying people with water. But I definitely believe that worldwide hunger, worldwide thirst is a very, very important global issue and needs to be brought attention on.
Yeah. No, like people saying, especially the scientists, they're saying one day the earth won't be able to hold the people, or we're not gonna stay here. So मान्छे चाहिँ मुभ हुनुपर्छ, पृथ्वी छोड्नुपर्छ, चन्द्रमातिर जानुपर्छ हैन, मार्सतिर जानुपर्छ, मुनतिर जानुपर्छ भन्ने हिसाबले they're looking water, मेन चाहिँ इम्पोर्टेन्ट चाहिँ रिसोर्स चाहिँ पानी चाहिन्छ त्यहाँ गएर बस्ती बसाउनको लागि हैन. So they're looking water. I don't know, is it possible or not? पृथ्वीको आयु अब कति साइन्सहरूले चाहिँ 4 अरब वर्ष भन्छ हैन, अब कति भन्छ, यस्तो कुराहरू अलिकति नोस्टाल्जिया त हो हैन. You don't know a lot about it, but I don't know a lot also. तर पनि कहिलेकाहीँ हाम्रो युवा फिलिङ चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्छ भन्ने मात्रै कुरा हो हैन.
So I feel that maybe हुन सक्छ, because we are moving very, very advanced, right? तर धेरै गाह्रो हुन्छ धेरै गाह्रो हुन्छ अब स्पेसमा बस्ने नै धेरै गाह्रो हुन्छ स्पेसमा पुग्ने नै अब $1 बिलियन भन्दा धेरै लाग्छ खर्च सो आई फिल द्याट अब त्यहाँ पुरा कन्ट्रीले अथवा पुरा लाइक एउटा स्पेस सटल नै बनाएर बस्ने मजा हुन्छ धेरै गाह्रो हुन्छ अनि धेरै वर्ष लाग्छ जस्तो मलाई
प्लिज ड्रिङ्क वाटर त्यही भने अहिले जस्तो वर्ल्डको सबैभन्दा धनी मान्छे इलन मस्क जो हुनुहुन्छ होइन उहाँले पनि त्यसो भन्नुभएको छ अब मैले यत्रो कमाएँ मेरो पैसा चाहिँ खासमा यो पृथ्वीमा खर्च गर्नको लागि होइन कि मानव अस्तित्व बचाइराख्नको लागि म मरे पनि मानव अस्तित्व बचाइराख्नको लागि होइन हजारौँ वर्ष पछाडि चाहिँ मान्छेहरूलाई चाहिँ मुनमा सर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अब एक किसिमको यहाँ एटमोस्फियर क्रिएट हुन्छ होला होइन मान्छे बस्न लायक हुँदैन होला हजारौँ वर्ष पछाडि त्यसको लागि भन्दा एकदमै धेरै पैसा खर्च गरिरहेको छ क्या त्यही अघि भनेको यहीँ त्यही उसमा दोहोऱ्यौँ हामी मलाई कहिलेकाहीँ चाहिँ यत्रो खर्च गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ बा हुन्छ कि हुँदैन कि जस्तो खालको एउटा सोच मात्रै आएको त्यही विषयमा अब जुबलीसँग केही अलिकति हुन्छ नि केही कुराहरू सेयर गरौँ बिकज आई मिन हामीले यति कुराहरू यो गरिराख्दाखेरि पनि अब युथहरूलाई एक किसिमको मोटिभेसन त मिल्छ नि त होइन यो टपिक्समा अब हामीले जति वी ट्राई आवर बेस्ट टु स्पिक क्या होइन त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ त्यो भएर मात्रै अब यो टपिक्सतिर मैले ल्याएको होइन अनि अर्को चाहिँ के छ अब व्हाट आर द यो एक वर्षको लागि अनुबन्धित हो कि के हो टर्म्स एन्ड कन्डिसन के छ मिस अमेरिका नर्थ अमेरिका मिस नेपाल नर्थ अमेरिका 2023 को
सो द टर्म्स एन्ड कन्डिसन्सहरू चाहिँ इट्स लाइक इभेन्ट्सहरूमा जाने बेला कसरी हुनुपर्छ कस्तो खालको देयर इज सरी मैले अलि राम्ररी बुझेन
के छ एक वर्षभित्र अब मिस नेपाल नर्थ अमेरिकाको टर्म्स एन्ड कन्डिसन छ नि अनुबन्धित हुनुपर्ने हो त्यसकै अन्डरमा बस्नुपर्ने हो कि के छ भन्न खोजेको कि आफूले फ्रिलान्स स्टाइलले अरू कामहरू गर्ने यताउता के छ त्यो
होइन फ्रिलान्स चाहिँ गर्ने भने चाहिँ उहाँहरूले भन्ने पर्छ एटलिस्ट सोध्ने भन्यो भने त एकचोटि त भन्ने होइन किनकि अब मान्छेहरू त जाने गएर जे पनि त्यही कुरा काम गरेर त हुँदैन नि त अब मिस नेपाल नर्थ अमेरिका भनेर एउटा टाइटल होल्डर नै हो रिप्रेजेन्टिङ द नेपाली पपुलेसन रिप्रेजेन्टिङ द नेपाली नर्थ अमेरिकन पपुलेसन सो आई फिल द्याट त्यो टर्म्स एन्ड कन्डिसन्स नभए पनि आफूलाई थाहा हुनु पर्ने नि त आफूलाई थाहा हुनु पर्ने यस्तो ठाउँमा नजाने पर्ने यस्तो खालको सामान नगर्ने पर्ने अब बाहिर के चुरोट खाएको त्यस्तो पिक्चर्सहरू नहाल्ने पनि त्यस्तो त पोस्ट कसरी गर्ने नि अब हजुर हजुर त्यस्तो
सो यु हैव टु फलो देम राइट
डेफिनेटली
ओके गुड अनि डु यु नो एनी मिस नेपालमा भएको हाम्रो मिस नेपाल अब आई थिङ्क लामो 20-22 वर्षै भइसक्यो हिस्ट्री होइन कोही चिन्छ आफूले जुबलीले
चिन्छ नि हाम्रो मेन्सर सदीक्षा म्याम
है एकजना मात्रै कि अरू कोलाई चिन्छ
अरू पनि मैले चिनेको त तर त्यति पनि चिन्दैन अलिकति हाई हेलो त भएको थियो
जति होइन मतलब चिन्नु भन्दा पनि अब आफूले बुझेको अहिलेसम्म को मिस नेपालहरूको नाम भन्यो भने मिस नेपालहरूको नाम भन्यो भने कोलाई चिन्छ मतलब आफूले अब दे डोन्ट नो यु मेबी राइट उनीहरूले चिन्दैन होला आफूलाई तर जुबलीले चाहिँ कोलाई चिन्छ
मैले त्यति धेरैले चिन्दैन अब सदीक्षा म्यामको त अफकोर्स थाहा थियो एन्ड आई अल्सो मेट हर तर बिकज म प्याजनमा त्यस्तो इन्ट्रेस्ट लाग्दैन नि त सो म प्याजेन्ट्सहरू पहिला हेरेको पनि छैन पहिला त्यस्तो गरेको पनि छैन
त्यही भएर त्यति धेरै चिन्दैन त्यति धेरै थाहा छैन है नाइस मैले चाहिँ यदि कसैलाई चिन्छ भने अब कसको चाहिँ मनपर्छ अथवा कसको चाहिँ केही कुराहरू श्रृङ्खला खतेडा थाहा छ श्रृङ्खला खतेडा यो एबार
हजुर आई डिड हियर अबाउट हर तर मलाई थाहा छ
शी इज भेरी ट्यालेन्टेड एन्ड देन शी जस्ट ग्रेजुएट फ्रम आई थिङ्क यहाँ हार्वर्डबाट चाहिँ
ए हजुर उहाँ हाम्रो एउटा मेन्टर हुनुहुन्छ
अर्बन प्लानमा चाहिँ ग्रेजुएट गरेर नेपाल जानुभएको छ अनि उहाँ चाहिँ नेपालमै काम गर्ने नेपालमै अर्बन प्लानको विषयमा काम गर्ने भनेर अनि उहाँको एउटा पडकास्ट हेरेको थिएँ होइन सी इज गोर्जियस सी इज भेरी ट्यालेन्ट सी इज भेरी स्मार्ट है अनि अब के छ फर्दर प्लान यहाँको अब स्टडी अथवा अरू केही गर्ने के छ फ्युचर प्लानहरु?
Yes, definitely मेरो पढाइमा, मेरो education, and I will also be taking part in community service. तर म पहिलादेखि community service चाहिँ गरेको छु. I have taken a part in अस्ति भर्खरै हाम्रो Everest Day भएको थियो. Everest Day and street naming ceremony. त्यसमा चाहिँ म volunteer बसेको थियो. So I have been doing some volunteer work even during high school, even पहिला यो जित्ने भन्दा अगाडि पनि. And I still plan to continue doing that. So I want to do community service. I want to really volunteer work. I want to have a hand in all of that while maintaining my education.
So as a being youth, what is very important, work hard or work smart?
I feel that as a youth, I would say work smart, because even if you work hard, a person that works smartly will be able to keep up with uni. It's like, it's not work harder, but they say work smarter. So I think not only for youth, but for everyone, I would say the same implementation. I would say to work smarter, work in a way that's ethical, and work in a way that's good for yourself. Work in a way that, because work hard one, it sounds good, I know that phrase sounds good, but it really is just like दुःखको कुरा हैन, तर दुःख पाउन सक्छ त्यस्तो गरेर. आफैलाई पनि धेरै त्यस्तो गर्ने पनि राम्रो हैन, हजुर हेल्थलाई पनि धेरै गाह्रो हुन्छ. And so if you work smartly rather than work hardly, it will be a way to persevere, it will be a way to preserve yourself as well.
Okay. अनि अब यत्रो ठुलो टाइटल होल्ड गर्नु भएको छ हैन, हुन त अमेरिकाको संविधानले चाहिँ, अमेरिकाको नियमले चाहिँ यहाँको राष्ट्रपति हुनको लागि चाहिँ अब यहीँ जन्मेको हुनुपर्छ भन्ने छ होला हैन. तर पनि यहाँलाई केही कारणवश चाहिँ हैन जुबली शेर्पा चाहिँ अब अमेरिकाको राष्ट्रपति हुने भन्ने भयो भने, यहाँ हुनु भयो भने के कुराहरुलाई चाहिँ फोकस गरेर दुई चारवटा कुराहरु चेन्ज गर्न अथवा राम्रो गर्न मन छ?
So I would definitely focus on climate change. I would focus on the world poverty line, because the world poverty line is a very, very important issue. And I would also focus on Nepal, because of Nepal बाट नै हो, even though यहाँको राष्ट्रपति भए पनि नेपालको त याद नै गर्ने पर्छ. We need to help our nation, even though हामी यहाँ भए पनि we need to always remember our roots, we need to remember our home country. So those will be my 3 goals.
अनि प्यारेन्ट्सलाई के भन्न मन छ?
प्यारेन्ट्सलाई हाई भन्ने मन छ, लभ यु भन्ने मन छ. अनि just I'm very proud तपाईहरुले मलाई साथी गर्ने भएर म यहाँ त पुग्न सक्यो. And just to all my family, उनीहरुले सधैँ मलाई सपोर्ट गरेको छ. म यता भर्खरै भाग लिने बेला पनि उनीहरुले मलाई भन्थ्यो गर्न सक्छ, ठिकै छ, चिन्ता नगर. मलाई पनि चिन्ता हुन्छ नि त, अनि चिन्ता नगर, तिमीले गर्न सक्छ भनेर. I just want to thank all of them.
Okay. अब समयको पनि पाबन्दी छ, we don't have much time हैन. के कुराहरु अब थ्यांक यू सो मच फर बीइङ हियर हैन, हाम्रो सानो रिक्वेस्टलाई स्वीकार गरिदिनु भयो, आइदिनु भयो हैन. अब छोटो अब केही कुराहरु, केही अब समाजलाई चाहिने केही कुराहरु गरौँ भन्ने नै मैले सोचेको थिएँ हैन. अरु केही कुराहरु भन्न मन छ? मैले केही कुराहरु छुटाएँ?
अर्को केही कुरा त त्यति भन्ने छैन होला. म जस्ट नेपाल जाने प्लान गर्दैछु. अनि अब 12 वर्ष भइसक्यो नगएको. सो नेपाल गएर म एकचोटि हेर्छु नि त पोलिटिकल सिचुएसन कस्तो छ, क्लाइमेट कस्तो छ. बिकज म नेपालभित्र पनि गर्ने मन छ. नेपालमा अब अहिले चाहिँ एल्डरलीहरू अनि अब्यान्डन्ड एनिमल्सहरूको हुँदैछ. बट वन्स आई गेट टु नेपाल, आई रियली जस्ट वान्ट टु सी हाउ द एटमोस्फियर इज. नेपालमा पुगेर पनि आई रियली वान्ट टु डु अ लट अफ कम्युनिटी सर्भिस. सो आई जस्ट वान्ट टु से द्याट.
Nice. We're really proud to have you up here. अनि अन्त्यमा हाम्रो हेलो अमेरिका टिमलाई के भन्नु छ कि?
I just want to take the time to thank them all for inviting me. अनि यहाँ प्रोग्राम धेरै राम्रो छ, दाइहरु पनि धेरै राम्रो हुनुहुन्छ. I had such a wonderful time and it's just a lovely experience being here, and this interview was so thankful. It's so meaningful to just be here, and एकचोटि फेरि thank you भन्न चाहन्छु.
Alright, awesome. Miss Nepal 2023, Miss Nepal North America 2023 की विनर जुबली शेर्पालाई पाएर हामी कार्यक्रम हेलो अमेरिका टिम पनि अत्यन्तै ह्यापी भएको छौं. थ्यांक यू सो मच जुबली जी फर योर वन्डरफुल टाइम. थ्यांक यू.
नमस्ते, म किशोर सुब्बा हेलो अमेरिकाको निर्देशक
हेलो अमेरिका म टोमा लामा सह निर्देशक हेलो अमेरिका
हेलो अमेरिका म प्रस्तोता सुमन थामसुहाङ लिम्बू हेलो अमेरिका म सम्राट कार्की सिनेमेटोग्राफर एन्ड एडिटर